New vaccines are changing the way countries are fighting COVID. But to what extent can these vaccines protect people? WHO spokesperson Margaret Harrison said vaccinating vulnerable groups can minimize the number of severe cases and death rates, and that a lack of vaccination in some places is still causing deaths.
So what we have seen is where societies have been able to vaccinate the most vulnerable, that you definitely will prevent severe illness and death. So the people we've seen who are still sadly dying, the vast majority that are people who have not been vaccinated or have not been fully vaccinated. So they may have been vaccinated a year ago, but they didn't get the booster. And those are people usually in the high risk groups as well. So this is why you really need to be strategic and insist that you get the appropriate vaccination. If everybody does follow all the measures, the protective measures, and works together, you should actually be able to prevent the severe cases. So certainly we assessed a number of Chinese made vaccines, and they have met our standards. They have been given emergency use listing and have been used effectively all around the world. Now, many countries do find a mix and match is quite a good approach, and so indeed authorities.
What do you mean by that?
So mix and match is, so if, say, for instance, you got 2 doses or 1 dose of one type of vaccine, you could have a different vaccine as your booster. So again, this is something that the authorities should be looking at, all the science and looking at all the issues and looking at their population. But it's definitely something to consider. Now, the other thing I can say, it sounds like all I ever talk about is vaccination, but there's some emerging evidence that being vaccinated will help you clear the virus from your body before it can go on to cause these other problems.